Hi everyone, Al the Psych here. Today I'm going to do a quick video, and actually for the most part I'm going to be reading just a little section. I was dusting off some old books and I found this one, uh, Hitler's Psychopathology by Norbert Bromberg and Werner Volz Small. And I think this is from 1983 if I'm not mistaken, just to kind of give you a reference to, yeah, 1983. So, just going back to some old stuff, but as I was rereading it after years and years, I found what I thought was interesting. And I'll probably do a couple of videos based on this book, but I just want to read something just for general information. So, here we go. Uh, Adolf Hitler's character is often regarded as a unique phenomenon or one too monstrous for examination by ordinary methods, beyond the pale of humanity. But Adolf Hitler was not psychologically unique, however extraordinary the dimensions of his drives and destructiveness. Our study, now we're talking about the authors here, our study shows how the man whose life made the name Hitler infamous belonged to a group of disturbed people with a definable personality organization. The diagnosis here hypothesized has been identified in recent decades by some psychoanalysts as referring to a distinct pathological syndrome. Okay. This pathological personality structure itself can be highly adaptive for emerging political leaders, especially in stressful social conditions like those of late 20th century America. Again, this is back in 1983 that this is written. Since this personality is especially dangerous in a person who attains sufficient political power to attempt actions derived from its drives and fantasy, the syndrome should be described clearly so that the public can recognize it. Okay? Otherwise, it could again threaten humanity in a new leader who might at first be seen as Hitler as a savior, as Hitler was as a savior. You know, they thought, okay, he's our savior. As opposed to just being another crackpot. Okay. All right. Now, one purpose of this work is to contribute to a general public understanding of the existence and the nature of this readily overlooked personality disorder. Okay. Now we're going back to 1983. I don't think it's readily overlooked now. An electorate so informed would at least scrutinize with extra care a candidate who shows the disorder's hallmarks, that is, who presents himself as an omniscient simplifier of complex issues, who ignores obvious realities to promise the clearly impossible, whose oratory brims with rage, who charges one single enemy with responsibility for all difficulties. In the absence of public understanding of this pathological pattern, many of its elements are readily accepted as evidence of forcefulness. Okay. Others are welcome because they permit the campaigner to relieve frustrations among the electorate by offering sanction for aggressive feelings and hostile acts. Still, other aspects of the personality are welcome because they permit a demagogue to offer a simple panacea for an all too confusing reality. In short, the very nature of the personality can be the key to political success if not recognized as abnormal. Okay, I think I'm going to stop right there for the time being, and I'll do some other videos on this and actually get into the diagnosis based on the authors. But I thought it was some interesting information to think about. Again, you know, this going back to 1983, almost kind of like a warning what I just read. And that's it for now. See you later.